Molding tool 304 stainless steel hollow cap ball for handrail stair, bear. The molding tools are arranged telescopic, stack dome. The method for molding and luminescent quartz, energy crystal cell. The process for thermal liquid solid structure. Mold tool design for filament poured thermal liquid solid melt between the dome set bare telescopic arranged dome metric range sized down. The twin dome pair measures at 38 mm. The elements is NOS 304 stainless steel exhibiting hollow cap shape ball for handrail, stair twin pair whenever creating round, circular, spherical, luminescent quartz crystal. Quartz energy crystal made of sodium aluminum sulfate and sodium bicarbonate thermochromic. Activated pigment powder heat sensitive color changing powder heated within distiller water high temperature 550 degrees to the compound melt. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic manned UF aluminum orthosis hand side palmer brace luminescent quartz energy crystal cell spherotary, EDS. Electrochemical power crank cathode blade charge electrochemical electromagnetic mesh type, piezoelectric effective, luminescent quartz energy crystal cell sphere filament, thermal magnetocaloric effects quartz pyroelectricity, electron energy capacitance charge, silicon, local to neodymium permanent magnetically flux silicon density charge reactive, thermoelectric effective refrigeration. Localized thermocouple bismuth mesh powder, Seebeck effective Thompson effective Peltier effects cooler paramagnetic cooler vapor phase aluminum sub-0 degree low temperature within hollow sphere atmospheric matter environment. The luminescent glow quartz energy crystal cell sphere closed dome bear exhibits an hollow open clearance cylindrical housing mesh environment bearing an electrical motor rotor metallic blade cathode charge blade current carrying charge mesh electrically method mesh components are aluminum mesh powder electrically charged reaction diamagnetism electron split cathode induced current carrying aluminum nanograin or anode separately within the mesh components induced anode current carrying aluminum nanograin powered mesh components aluminum reactive capacitance electron power storage capacitor energy power supplying electromagnetism charged electrodynamics. Vector field alternating current synchronous thermal magnetocaloric effective refrigeration meshes in magnetic refrigeration, AC, synchronous electrical energy charge magnetic flux density thermal reactive glow crystal piezoelectric effective filament electrochemical conductive liquid mixed. HFC 134A hydrofluorocarbon thermal cycling hyperhysteresis mesh low temperature cooling components energy power capacitor supplier power cell energy generator piezoelectric effective luminescent quartz crystal cell filament 1100 BLS pull rate 52 newtons neodymium mesh powder aluminum mesh powder copper mesh powder silicon mesh powder bismuth mesh powder quartz mesh powder gadolinium mesh powder luminescent glow energy power photovoltaic clear focal quartz energy crystal cell light emitting spherical electrochemical electromagnet diamagnetic repulsive components within a hollow open clearance within the aluminum gauge deformed biometric hand side palmer range wearable device concerts to provide electromotive repulsive forces away aluminum actuator diamagnetic repulsion electrodynamics pressures within vector field radiation low temperature paramagnetic environment between the hollow open clearance gauge of aluminum gauge repels away from the vector field pushing against T's weight of gravity or inertial weight of gravity subject not limiting to additional system or structure potentiometric range design invented Jermaine Morton. Bridge bus circuit. Active crystal oscillator direct current frequency square wave heat flux the circuit junction current carrying element silicon thermoelectric effective bridge bus element active crystal oscillator direct current carrying bridge bus components that utilize capacitors store energy second passive crystal oscillator bridge bus thermocouple current carrying Peltier effects cooler junction heat dissipation electrical circuit. Claim Fly Morton characterized as in-wearable biomechatronic UF orthosis biometric range manacle flight suit machine operates by telekinesis brain emissions beta waves current carrying electromotive repulsive forces lift. Claim. Fly Morton wearable functional likenesses as in electromagnetics. Claim. Fly Morton wearable body armor diamagnetic self-suspension self-repulsion away IT's localized aluminum exterior, biometric range full body armor, robotic flight suit levitation actuator. Claim. Fly Morton characterized as in wearable energy body armor subsystem uses GAM brainwave vague sensor brain control Arduino modulated neuroski senses, alpha waves, 8 to 13 Hz. Beta waves, 1825, theta waves, 3.5 to 7 Hz, delta waves, 0.5 to 3.5 Hz, and gamma waves, 30 to 70 Hz. Claim. Fly Morton characterized as in-wearable electronic engine controls by an electronic circuit as an EG electrical energy generator program. Claim. The Fly Morton subsystem body arm modulation enables the synchronization of neural activity within and across brain regions. Claim. The uses of the Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic flight suit system senses the human user's brain is aroused and actively engaged in mental activities. Claim. The brain generates beta waves sensed by the body armor. Claim. Fly Morton wearable body armor senses beta waves that are of the human user's brain relatively low amplitude, and are the fastest of the 4 different brain waves. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic manned UF orthosis biometric range manacle body armor flight suit senses the frequency of beta waves ranges from 15 to 40 cycles a second defined as 15 Hz to 40 Hz within 1 second refreshing rate 15 to 40 times per second. Hertz is a unit of frequency, of change in state or cycle in a sound wave. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic subsystem electrical circuit provides alternating current, or other cyclical waveforms, of 1 cycle per second. IT replaces the earlier term of cycle per second. Claim. Fly Morton wearable human facility senses bioelectrical waves. These electrical signals synchronously induced current carrying modulation amplified generates high voltage electrical energy amplified throughout direct current carrying induction induced currents into an inductor current are modulated throughout bypass crystal oscillators module. Claim. Fly Morton wearable piezoelectric effect active crystal oscillators are digital integrated circuits providing stable signals at high frequency. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic biometric range manacle body armor flight suit manned UF orthosis machine subsystem uses passive components within the body armor characterized as circuit. The circuit don't affect the basic characteristics of the induced current signal, but only pass the signal without modification amplification connections to resistors, or capacitors, inductors, oscillators, transformers voltage power-up current carrying recorded repeated rhythmic gamma waves oscillations. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic manned UF orthosis biometric range manacle body armor flight suit machine system provides energy transfer. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic body armor energy transfer is based on amplified gamma energy amplified to higher energy levels within an external body armor magnetic field. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic body armor energy power transfer occurs at wavelength that coincides with the same brainwave's frequency. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic transductor body armor emits electromagnetic frequency, EMF, electromotive force, EDS, electrodynamic suspension, EDS. Claim. Fly Morton wearable biomechatronic subsystem electronics components, are electrical conductive inductive metallic elements of wire circles, comprised for energy winding within the body armor subsystem structure elements are piezoelectric effective, Conductive diamagnetic elements operate active oscillating electrical energy winding, for example 220 volts minus 240 volts generates signals, modulates the induced current carrying electromotive oscillations, energy power transfer, power up gamma waves transmitted through transductor, electrical winding, energy power transfers, emissions of beta waves, electrical energy, repulsive forces, aluminum within Victor field away. Telekinesis is a hypothetical psychic ability allowing a person to influence a physical system without physical interaction. Human neuroelectrolytic bioelectric alpha wave active electron oscillating rhythmic synchronous active magnetoradiation pressures, electrons active spin precession torque, atomic energy vortex tightly accelerates electrons, collisions generates neutrons, kinetic force current to voltage, biocaloric rhythmic electrophoresis, ion amplification, vapor displacement, particle collision, radiation pressures, forces, paramagnetic synchronization of matter suspended between the medium vector field, phase 3-dimensional area of fraction. The human body's voltage increases when the right foot rises, and its peak value is 13 V. The human body's voltage decreases and increases immediately to 7 V when the right foot is lowered. The largest human body voltage is 17 V. Brainwaves are electrical impulses in the brain. An individual's behavior, emotions, and thoughts are communicated between neurons within our brains. All brainwaves are produced by synchronized electrical pulses from masses of neurons communicating with each other. Gamma. Your brain produces the speediest of brain waves, the gamma waves, when you're actively involved in processing information and learning. You're concentrating and solving problems, and these brain waves, which tend to measure upward of 35 Hz, 100 Hz oscillation occurring radionuclides within our bodies. The major one that produces penetrating gamma radiation that can escape from the body is a radioactive isotope of potassium, called potassium-40. Controlling their own alpha brain waves based on neurofeedback they receive as they perform a particular task in phase-locked loop oscillating gamma wave. The elements in our bodies, like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, have a specific electrical charge. Almost all of our cells operates by these charged. The elements in our bodies, like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, have a specific electrical charge. Almost all of our cells can use these charged elements, called ions, to generate electricity. An electroscope initially has a net negative charge. The foils come together when the electroscope is touched by a human hand because humans have a net positive charge. The human brain waves are, essentially, the evidence of electrical activity produced by your brain. When a group of neurons sends a burst of electrical pulses to another group of neurons, it creates a wave-like pattern. These waves are measured in speed cycles per second, which we describe as hertz. The elements in our bodies, like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, have a specific electrical charge. Almost all of our cells can use these charged elements, called ions, to generate electricity. The slight magician theory claim: 19 Fly Morton bioelectric output modulation electromotive brainwave gamma waves power up amplification modulated by an electronic circuit active crystal oscillator amplifies gamma wave ampere booster bridge bus input gamma wave passive crystal oscillator output gamma wave emits ions energy produces penetrating gamma radiation induced from the human user's body as alternative current radioactive rhythmic ion synchronous induce currents to an electrical conductive element established to charge wearable electrical circuit element deformed silicone wire spun tightly helix-shaped coil structure body armor designers and wearable aerial robotics type 1 subject not limiting to additional system or structure potentiometric range inventor Germain Morton design armor exhibits induced current as voltage charge thermal reaction active piezoelectric effective copper 2 quartz powder roll conductive resin epoxy glued to the copper roll DC single phase rectifier output DC active crystal oscillator output induced current carrying piezoelectric effective transductor within titanium sheet roll surfaces as an electrical circuit embedded within a ceramic stone electrodynamics between copper sheet exhibit on one side aluminum roll several times zigzag fold individual segments of the armor horizontal or vertical self-repulsive forces lift against the weight of gravity or inertial mass concerts to provide bioelectrical beta waves energy repulsive forces away aluminum wearable body armor exterior used for levitation as to FLY magnetically sail subject not limiting to additional system or structure potentiometric range design invented Jermaine Morton.